Alright, so today I have a fun video for you. I feel like recently a lot of my guitar videos I've been holding two guitars at the same time whenever I do this, but it's because I am comparing two different guitars and two specs. And in today's video you already saw the thumbnail, and we're going to be comparing a Sustainiac to a Veyz sustainer system. And yeah, if you've clicked this video and you're like, obviously I know who's going to win, yeah, there's a clear winner, and I'll just be straight up with you. It's 100% this guitar. But you're also probably the person, if you are the person doing this, like, I think I really want to get this, because this was me, where I was like, I can't afford this, so I'm going to get this instead. Like, talking about Sustainiac versus Veyz. And let me tell you, that's a big mistake, and you should definitely just like save up the money and get a Sustainiac. I'm 100% honest. I'm being 100% real and honest with you. Also, side note, if you are installing one of these, I found that putting it in the HSS configuration or HSH, you know, whatever, some kind of like thing where you have a 5-way switch here, it's not as clean as just putting it in an HH configuration here. In this video, I want to go through and just share a little bit about these guitars. I'm not going to do a ton of tone tests. I'll just basically play a little bit through the neck pickup so you can hear the difference, but honestly, when it comes to functionality, which is why you're buying these systems, this one's just the outright winner, and I will kind of share why. This is the Sun Valley Super Shredder. It comes with a Sustainiac built into it, and that's the way I got it. And it works great. It does amazing stuff for me, and I love it. This is also pretty expensive, getting close to $1,000 or maybe over $1,000 depending on where you're at. You can find them used for less than $700 in my area, but that doesn't mean that you'll find them in yours. But these are around the internet. You know what I mean? And then this here is a made in Japan Jackson that I actually custom painted. This is what kind of started my channel. If you look at my older videos, you'll see me like doing the custom acrylic pour paint job on this. This has gone through a lot of modifications. So I've put in here a kill switch, the Veyz sustainer system, and then just a 1 volume knob, and that's about it. And then I've changed out the pickups. Since you can't buy guitars with these, you have to buy them online. They're like a dealer somewhere. I did a whole video on my installation and setup of this, and I never really got it working 100%, and the feedback I got from that video, it seems like a lot of people never did. Now, in that video I had a different pickup, and whenever I was talking back and forth to their support team, they said it could potentially have been my pickup that was the issue. So I did change it out, and it helped out a little bit, but it did not fix all the issues, which you'll see shortly. I pretty much built it into my own Super Strat, and yeah, I'll just start playing with it here. Guitar works just fine. I can run through all my positions normally. This is the neck, so let's see if we... something cleaner. Ooh, there it is. So something like that. It's pretty cool. So that's my bridge, and this is just the neck, just for a simple comparison here. They're pretty warm, but now the interesting thing is this is my on switch here. You can see it introduces a little bit of rattliness. Now if I'm here, It's weird. So I think that's on. I feel like that's on, right? to be honest. So I'll quickly go into this. So that was just a little bit of the tone of the neck. I kind of just did a little bit of a cleaner one just so you get an understanding of it. Both of them actually do have, the neck pickup does work. In my other video I stated that it was like a fake pickup for the Schecter, but that was wrong, and I'm sorry about that. But in what I did find out is that both of them do actually act as pickups. This is a little more confusing on how it works, because if I play, I had a lot more issues with this where it's like, so that's on. It has, you know, you turn it on here, and then it has just two modes, normal and harmonic. And so here's on. And so the sustain is pretty good. But the issue comes in with this is if I really want to play any other notes on the guitar, certain notes work on this and certain notes don't. I'd say majority don't, especially for higher stuff, which is what you want the sustain for in most situations where you're like playing up note. So that's it. I mean, it's on for sure. The battery's good. And that's the amount of sustain I get. Pretty wimpy. And that's it. I mean, that's the harmonic switch on. So I found that like a lot of them, like, I mean, that's... That kind of stinks, honestly, right there. That was a big turnoff for me for a long time. Yeah, I found that some stuff works, like the lower notes. So if I go... Oh, it sounds like it's gonna die. I mean, come on, man. That's kind of lame. And I've done everything. Like, you can raise the pickup here because the way the system works is this drives the amp that's in here that's pushing out sound to resonate the strings. Or there's an amp under here, but anyway, so you can raise the pickup heights to get better. I have this one as close as I can to the strings without causing buzzing, and it just really doesn't work. So now I'll kind of get my other guitar here and do a comparison. I'll get the Schecter. And it's not even on yet. Alright, so first I'll get some clean sounds. So that's the neck. So the way that this guitar works is, this one has active pickups in it, so I know it's a little bit different, but the Sustainiacs that I've tried in other guitars also that didn't have active pickups work the same way. But you have the on switch here, and that turns the system on, and then you have your different, you actually have a three-way switch here instead of a two-way switch, so you also have more options with this. You have your normal note holding, your like mixed harmonic mode, and then the actual harmonic mode. And so this is just super fun. It works great. So let me get a note here. So I'll play. Let's see. Was it here? Oh. Nice. I mean, that's what you want. You know, you just want it to keep going forever and ever. No fluttering. No, I mean, that's like super cool. That went as long as I wanted, and I stopped it. Obviously, you would never play a note like that, because that was just, I'm sure that just made some people's ears bleed. But, yeah, so, obviously this works a whole lot better. But the cool thing about this Sustainiac is that I feel it under my fingers. It's like you feel like this energy. So yeah, you feel it under your fingers, like, it's sweet. It's really cool. Feels awesome. And I really just felt it take off. And so I honestly thought, I was like, man, I really just need to try. I bought the Veyz Sustainer first. And I was like, man, I really need a guitar that's going to work for me. That does this fun stuff and plays around. So I bought that first and put it in the Jackson. And it was pretty awful using it. I was pretty frustrated with it a lot of the times. It didn't do what I wanted it to. And I drilled holes in the guitar for that reason. So, obviously, I was fine with doing that. I'm not upset with it, but something to consider with that is that you have to either put it on push-pull switches, or put the holes in your guitar somewhere, or in a pick guard to have the switches in there. But this does have holes in the guitar. I don't know why Schecter put it here. Kind of a weird spot for it. I guess it's just where it normally goes. But I just really like the actual Sustainiac because it does what it is supposed to. I thought maybe I could cheap out and get the Veyz version because it was like $100-something, and I saw the Guitar Max channel doing a review saying how awesome it was, and I don't know. There's a few other factors to it. I've seen some people say it works great, but majority of people that I've seen and feedback I got on my other video was saying that they were having the same experience I was having. So definitely leave your comments and experience down below. I'm thankful that the people who made it got back to me. It took like about a month of like communicating because it was very slow. They're in a totally different time zone. But yeah, if you're just going for, if you really just want your guitar to just play a note and just be able to... But if you kind of want to just play around with it and do stupid, silly stuff like that, or if you need it to be reliable enough to play live, or in a recording setting where you need it to duplicate it again, I found that this is just fun to do, and I'm able to duplicate a lot of what I want to do with it. And yeah, it has really fun features to it. So it has a harmonic mode. If I hit a harmonic that way, I can turn on the system and keep it going. But yeah, have it just keep my harmonics going, which is really sweet. So I've enjoyed this a lot. Sorry for a longer form talking video, but I just kind of want to put this out there. For people who are doing research on it, like what I was doing, I couldn't find much research on the VASE sustainer whenever I first was putting it in that guitar. And I was getting a lot of false positive reviews, to where once I really started looking into it, a lot of people were having similar issues to me. Or a lot of people were okay with like 50 to 60% functionality, where I wanted like the whole guitar to sustain and really do awesome stuff. So if that's you, if you want the whole guitar to really work and also be a system that goes in great and just hooks up, then do this. Do the Sustainiac. Now I bought it this way. I didn't actually put one in, so I don't know 100% what it would be like putting in a guitar from scratch, but I took this guitar apart and looked at it and got things working on it, because the Sustainiac was actually messed up whenever I first bought it because of some dry solder points. So I fixed that, and I feel like with the experience that I've had working on guitars and electronics and stuff, it really wouldn't be hard to put one of these in a guitar. But I might do that one day in another guitar, but for now, I got this, and I'm pretty satisfied with it. So that's really all I got for you for this video. So, yeah, I hope I covered everything, because this video is over. And thank you for watching. Appreciate it.